Ladies and gentlemen, Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Yes, this is the first Dynamite Recap Show of 2024, and is also the Aftermath Dynamite of AEW's World's End pay-per-view. Tonight's Dynamite took place at a Prudential Center in New York, uh, Newark, New Jersey. Sorry. But before I get to the matches, let me do the sales pitch here. Slap that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about Dynamite. And be a champ. And hit that subscribe button. Without no further ado, let's let her rip. Kicking off Dynamite this week, we have a segment here with Adam Cole. He is, of course, accompanied with Matt Tavern, Mike Bennett, his true best friend Roderick Strong, and Warlow. They're now known as the Undisputed Kingdom. He justifies his turn when he turned against MJF. He stated that the Undisputed Kingdom will go after championships at AEW. Of course, Matt Tavern and Mike Bennett are already the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champs. He said Roger Strong's going to go after the International Championship, and the big guy, Wardlow, he's going to go after the World title. Of course, Cole sat there and said, hey, when he's 100%, he knows that Wardlow's just going to forfeit it to him. Wardlow kind of laughed it off. Jay White comes out and says, look, I don't mind you having this great plan against MJF. He is a jerk, whatever. But he didn't like being a collateral damage. Him, along with Guns, go at it with Strong and Matt Tavern and Mike Bennett. Warlow gets involved. Then the Acclaim comes out, makes a save too. They kind of just the Acclaim and the gun or in the Bullet Club Gold just kind of stare at each other and nothing happened between them. So looks like a my enemy of your enemy is my friend type deal. That's what they said in the commentary. Anyway, pretty good opening segment. I think he did the right thing. Kind of said, look, uh, try to make himself, like I said, justify his turn, saying, look, MJF is a jerk. He's a scumbag, blah, blah, blah. In the end, only person MJF cares about is the person he looks like in the mirror, yada, yada, yada. So he does justify himself into uh, going against, turning against MJF, so, and deceiving him and all that good stuff. So I say that's pretty good work right there. The first match on Dynamite of 2024, of course, has to be an international championship match. The champion, Orange Cassidy, went up against Dante Martin. Pretty good, well-paced match here. A little filling out process. Cassidy got the advantage after a suicide dive. Wasn't a whole lot of suicide dives. Yeah, a couple little flips in the ring, whatever, to avoid contact, but nothing too high risk or anything like that. Pretty solid work from both guys. Dante did come back after a suplex on the floor. Some more back and forth. Uh, Pretty good move here. I thought it looked good, or I thought the idea, the concept looked good, or was good. Didn't look good. The concept was good. Didn't wasn't pretty, but it did what it was supposed to do. Uh, Dante Martin kind of walked the ropes as Orange Cassidy was trying to roll out of the way, hit him with a splash. Didn't get all of it, but got a 2 count. As far as psychology wise, that kind of made sense. Orange Cassidy would win after delivering an orange punch. After the match, Top Flight, of course, Dante Martin's uh, buddies came out, the best friends and all came out. Everybody kind of shook hands with each other. Then that's when only way I can describe these guys were is a poor man's street profit. Yes, Private Party came out and basically put all tag teams, including the Hardys, on notice. All right, excuse me. Next match of the night is Mariah May, who's making her in-ring debut or her in-ring Dynamite debut against Queen Aminata. Aminata, did I say that right? Anyway, uh, they treat this ring debut as a big deal. Queen didn't even get entrance music, but she did get introduced. Not anything spectacular from Mariah May as far as offensive weapon draw. Uh, Nothing fancy. Drop kicks, titty slaps, that sort of thing. Kept it pretty basic, but like I said, everything looked pretty good, looked pretty solid. Queen got a short comeback in there, but Mariah finished her off with her finisher May Day. After that, Renee Paquette gave her an interview. Of course, at this time, this is when she decided not New Jersey, and that's when Deonna Purrazzo came out. I guess she was in Impact. Sorry, I'm not up to my Impact knowledge or current TNA knowledge right now. But anyway, she comes out. Apparently, she's a hometown girl. She tells May that she wants Tony Storm. May says, "Look, I'm not a messenger. You tell her yourself." Slaps her. Deanna, responds back, slaps her, and gives her a boot to the face. And that's pretty much how the end of that segment. So we got the in-ring debut of Mariah May and the announcement that Deonna Purrazzo is All Elite. All right. Excuse me. Next match of the night is Mariah May, who's making her in-ring debut or her in-ring Dynamite debut against Queen Aminata. Aminata. Did I say that right? Anyway, uh, they treat this ring debut as a big deal. Queen didn't even get entrance music, but she did get introduced. Not anything spectacular from Mariah May as far as offensive weapon draw. Uh, Nothing fancy. Drop kicks, titty slaps, that sort of thing. Kept it pretty basic, but like I said, everything looked pretty good, looked pretty solid. Queen got a short comeback in there, but Mariah finished her off with her finisher May Day. After that, Renee Paquette gave her an interview. Of course, at this time, this is when she decided not New Jersey, and that's when Deonna Purrazzo came out. I guess she was in Impact. Sorry, I'm not up to my Impact knowledge or current TNA knowledge right now. But anyway, she comes out. Apparently, she's a hometown girl. She tells May that she wants Tony Storm. May says, "Look, I'm not a messenger. You tell her yourself." Slaps her. Deanna, responds back, slaps her, and gives her a boot to the face. And that's pretty much how the end of that segment. So we got the in-ring debut of Mariah May and the announcement that Deonna Purrazzo is All Elite. All right, next up is the State of the Union from Christian Cage. Pretty much thanks everybody. Thanks his number one guy, uh, Nick Wayne. Trying to get some sympathy for Nick Wayne. Poor guy went through a flaming table. Uh, Mama Wayne, thanked her for a nice night. And of course, thanked himself instead of Kill Switch. Of course, the crowd started chanting Luchasaurus, but basically say, hey, this TNT Championship is going to be his forever and will stay in a patriarchy forever. Next up, definitely the match of the night. Darby Allin went up against Kosuke Tashida, and they said, hey, no interference from anyone. Nobody's allowed in ringside. Tashida didn't really need it. Darby got a little bit of offense in and wind up countering a suicide dive with a knee strike. And this pretty much beat the heck out of poor Darby Allin. Just threw him around like a rag doll. Uh, like I say, it's kind of like a squash match here, but Darby did get his offense, some of his offense in. Not much. Went for a coffin drop, met with the knees. Uh, Got avalanche superplexed or German superplexed. Then Takeshita finally finished him off with a running knee strike. Then afterwards, uh, Don Callis challenged Darby Allin and Steen to take on Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs for next week. They, of course, has it separate, so we got that to look forward to. But man, poor poor Darby Allin, if his job was to make Takeshita look good this night, he definitely did that and did some. Hopefully Tony Khan gave him a little bit of bonus that night. Next up, we had a four-way, and trust me, this four-way could not even come close to following the match between Darby and Takeshita. This was a four-way to figure out who's going to challenge Eddie Kingston for the Continental title or the Triple Crown title, wherever the heck they call this thing. It is Trent Beretta versus Brian Cage versus Brian Keith versus El Hijo del Vikingo. Uh, Typical four-way stuff here, just everybody kind of getting their stuff in. Uh, in the end, it was Trent Beretta pinning. Who did he pin? Oh, he pinned Brian Keith. And he called him the Bounty Hunter. Don't get it. Don't care. Now we have the main event of the night. It is Swerve Strickland versus Daniel Garcia. Did I say the Takeshita and Darby Allin was the best match of the night? Okay, maybe close. Man, it's a kind of a toss up. You put either one, switch them up, 1, 2, 2, whatever, however you want to call it. This match was pretty good too. I mean, Swerve Strickland, white hot right now. Got a lot of cheers from the crowd, even though he was trying to get booed, I guess. Um, I'll explain more of that towards the end. But he's having solid matches now. Daniel Garcia, they're kind of pushing him a little bit too. He's doing pretty good. He's starting to become one of the guys I definitely like to watch, as long as he's not dancing. Speaking of which, let's get to the match. Back and forth feeling out process. Garcia would get the advantage. Uh, Prince Nana was trying to distract Garcia with a little dance off. Didn't work, but Swerve did take over after a Death Valley driver on the apron. Uh, he pretty much had the advantage all the way through. Garcia came in with a little bit of a comeback, uh, but then Swerve Strickland hit him with that thigh slap kick to the head. Swerve stomped for a 2 count. He hit him again. Then that's when he hit his finisher. I think I like that where he picks him like a half Nelson and switches over and cradles him. I like that better than the stomp myself. After the match, of course, I guess the Rhinestone Cowboy, Adam Page, he said earlier he said he was looking for a fight. He was kind of mad about the Devil and their henchmen, or now known as the Undisputed Kingdom. Anyway, he's up on his field, so he came to the ring and confronted Swerve Strickland. They had a fight. It's almost like they should have had this done before their second match, but their second match was really a blow off match. Either way, that's just the way they did it. Never don't try to understand how they their little timetables and our feuds here, but it is what it is. I guess we're going to maybe have another Rhinestone Cowboy Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland match, which is pretty good. I mean, but again, you're pushing Swerve Strickland. It's going to have to go over. Anyway, that does it for this week's AEW Dynamite Recap show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like. Let me know how you felt about this week's Dynamite, and be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Until then, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Thank you for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. And of course, this is the part where I ask you, if you're not a subscriber yet, to click on that subscribe button, leave a like, also share with friends. And if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter, X, it's at RRPATRPTV46. On Facebook, it's this Ronald Ray. And yes, I need to turn in my man card because I do have a TikTok. You can find me on TikTok at RP2Vision. As always, you have a good one and take it easy.